Football's a mad sport. It's so mad. I mean, when the game started, and like, I feel like my heart racing a bit. Like I'm sitting in my yard, and I'm getting nervous. Football chat with Dons, episode 18. Yep, Villa have just lost 3-0 to Leeds. Leeds getting the away victory. And yeah, just gonna do a little, give my thoughts on how that game went and what I think went wrong for Villa. Yeah, so yeah, I can't lie. I haven't I'm not used to this feeling. To be fair, I think we've been very spoilt. Obviously, winning Aston Villa winning 4 games from 4, and yeah, coming to this game pretty confident. Leeds have been alright themselves. A win, that win now takes them into the top 4, and yeah, previously they'd won 2, drawn 1, and lost 2, but they have played some difficult teams, and yeah, off the back of their loss against Wolves, I was fairly confident, but um yeah, it's still fresh because I'm just recording this fresh from watching it, and yeah, literally, bro, when that third goal went in for Leeds, like it was starting to get embarrassing, and it could and probably should have been more. Like I think after the third goal in the Villa players, it's almost like we knew then the game was done, and yeah, Leeds had a few chances. I think Bamford again could have scored 4, but it's mad. He scored them 3 goals. Wow, they're making him look so good, and it's like for 50 minutes he was looking awful. Had 1, 2 chances and he was missing, and like we know what Bamford's about. He's not a clinical striker, but I think from the goal, we wasn't really on the ball. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of looking at the game. I'm thinking, have we come into it a bit complacent? Obviously, we've had a good start. We beat Liverpool, etc. But yeah, the Villa players would have then watched on Monday Wolves like deal with Leeds so easily, and I think we almost played with, yeah, it's good to be confident, but I think there was a bit of like stubborn arrogance about our play, and I think the commentators for the stream that I watched, because I went on pay-per-view, but commentators mentioned about Barkley needing to see more from Barkley in the second half, and I think they're bang on. They're right, because Ross Barkley, this is Aston Villa versus Leeds, and I've sung highly of him the last couple games, but he needs to enter these games as like effectively trying to be the best player on the pitch. When we're talking about a Leeds team that's just been promoted, and yeah, we didn't see that today. So I think McGinn is the only midfielder that can probably say he done his job, he done his thing. Do you get me? But even then, it wasn't enough. I feel like John McGinn wasn't in the game enough. But when he was on the ball, he was making things happen. So if we start from the first half, Leeds have started strong. Sort of, yeah, Matty Cash. It's a weird one. I feel like he almost had a good game, but Harrison was rinsing him at the same time. I feel like they both had a fairly good game. It's weird in that sense because he was getting whipped, but then Cash was letting him know he's there. But it just seemed as though when Harrison would get the ball out on that left wing, he would have so much space and time to attack that Cash was then having to retreat because he had no support and didn't really want to be left 1v1 with him. I mean, yeah, the complete lack of defensive stability from the start. Not too much of a threat going forward. I can't really remember too many saves the Leeds keeper having to make. And then when we do have opportunities, we're not we're not aggressive within the chances. So first off, when the poor ball from Leeds have lost possession, and the ball's come to Trezeguet, and he's trying to take the man on when the first time shot is on, and Watkins also picking up the ball in the box, just taking one touch, two touch. He wants three, and now he's tackled. And like, you ain't always got that much time. You've got to pull the trigger. It's like we wanted to walk the ball into the net, and yeah, it was a frustrating game to watch. I mean, football is a mad sport. It's so mad. I mean, when the game started, and like, I feel like my heart racing a bit. Like I'm sitting in my yard, and I'm getting nervous. Like, it's mad. Like, it's mad how watching a sport does this to you. But I suppose it's just that nerves is just from wanting it means something to me. I want us to do well. Despite, yeah, we win 4 games, and yeah, you could say pressure's off, whatever, but we want more, isn't it? Myself, the players, the fans, everyone does, and yeah, maybe credit to Leeds as well, because obviously this is their second game in 5 days. They haven't had as long to prepare, and yeah, they've continued their dominance over us. I mean, championship games, we struggled to compete with them back then, and you'd think it's almost them coming up. I don't know if Villa had an arrogance of, oh yeah, we're in the Premier League now, or we're second. Leeds, you're still learning, but we was just completely off the ball, and like, it's probably easy to say now, but I'm thinking maybe if you're Dean Smith, should he have made a change coming into this game? Yeah, we're unchanged, but I don't know. Do you give Traore a chance? Do you bring Horahan in? But then who do you drop? It's difficult. I mean, because you want to. Yeah, it's just that complacency thing. That's the main thing. And yeah, I was talking nice on Trezeguet the other day, but today just really showed that it emphasizes my point. Like, yes, he's gonna work hard. Yes, he's gonna get into the right shape defensively. Yes, he will be in the right areas. But when it comes to quality and needing something to happen, we just don't have it from that right hand side with Trez in there. And I love him. I love the fact that he is improving, and I think he will continue to. But this is just maybe an example of how not having strength across the pitch can hurt you. And I think we saw today lack of strength off the bench. I think yeah, we all know we're a few injuries away from struggling. We all know that when we need to change things, we're a little bit limited. So it is difficult, but again, we gotta stay positive. Like, I mean, we've won 4 games. We've got 12 points from 15, and we've played some good stuff across the few games, and even tonight we've had chances. So I've spoken about the first half chances. We've had the Grealish when he's picked up the ball from his own half, carried it, and then kept on carrying it and then missing. But that chance did frustrate me. But yeah, yes, whatever, he's got no right to get in that position. Cool, but when you've got there and you're in the box, you looked up, you've seen Watkins is free. If you pass to him, he finishes that, and we're 1-0 up. But nope, you're being greedy, you're carrying on, and then alright, you made a good save, but it's frustrating. Yeah, man, it's so annoying. Like, and yeah, this happens on a Friday night, like weekend, meant to set good vibes, but this just, yeah, it just gets the weekend off to a bad start. What else is there to say, really? Yeah, let's just move on from this. Credit to Leeds. Like, we know how they play. To be fair, yeah, they really do mark man for man. I rate Alien at the back tonight. He's had a good game. I liked him on Monday against Wolves. Good player he is. So yeah, and I mean, this is without Phillips in the middle of the park. But I don't know if I ain't checked. I ain't seen game stats, but they probably Leeds have had more ball. I know. I think they had 26 shots I don't know how many Villa's had, but I would guess under 10. And yeah, they deserve their win. So credit to them. And yeah, it's not a bad time to be a Leeds fan, definitely. But same way, not a bad time to be a Villa fan. But yeah, fuck it. I ain't got nothing much more to say. I don't think. One of those days. We've had a good start. We've been, yeah, you could say we've been brought back to reality tonight. But we go again. We go again. Yeah, let's just. It's not. It's one of them, innit? That's it. Boom.